Roll the clip. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. That was your fault, Zenfood. I saw that. I was like, that's an easy open. Roll the clip, do it. Done. Sugar Kitty Meow. Meow. Andrew Butler. Hello. Welcome. Oh, that's right. I was forgetting something. I almost forgot to Instagram my little thing about, yay, I'm going live. Woo! It's exhausting trying to remember all of them. I swear to God. I gotta start the lo-fi girl. I had an interesting thing pop up yesterday morning, yeah. Where YouTube notified me of the live stream I did on Friday had adult content, or at least it was, you know, they're like, no, like 18 plus, and it was weird. I immediately, I had to like not repeal, but I was like, no, I don't know why you did that, and of course it's there now, but for a moment it was gone. Four Leaf sent us, wow. Whiskey Uncensored Mustache. Thanks for noticing. John Krantz, hello. Cheers. Welcome to the chaos. I mean, to the show. We are getting the music set up here because that was too loud. Absolutely too loud. Can't have it. I don't like it. Send it back. All right. That feels okay to me. Get out of here. That looks terrible. Oh, it's me. Kathy Huey, hello. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And you got life happening. It's madness. I admit, like, the weirdest thing for me is just live streams. It's like, I just did this, didn't I? Oh, that was last week. Oh. All right. I'll do it again. Yes, personal things. Yes. Let's get on with the show. I will have an announcement later after we do the tasting and such. I'm going to pour another drink and have a toast. If you already heard the news, you know what I'm going to do. And it's really sad, so I want to save it till after I've tried this. And starting with as clean a palate as I can. Four Leaf Whiskey, hello. Welcome. Four Leaf definitely knows what I'm going to do later. Yeah, damn tight. Yeah. So much weirdness in the world now. So much crap. Anyway, you know the drill? I know the drill. Number 10. We're almost partially halfway there. I still can't remember if there's 10 or if... Still cannot remember if there are 25 or 24 of these. I feel 25. That's a guess. Advent calendar. So we're starting with this. Getting to the halfway almost point. Maybe I'll finish it before December. We'll see. Yeah, but I have to start saying all the things at the start. Advent calendar from last year. Private collection. Donated to the channel. Don't know what it is. We're going to find out. That sounded like everything. Papa KillCo, hi all. Hi all. Hello. Hello. Welcome there. Are you having tea tonight? Or coffee? I really want coffee. I'm a bit drained. I've been drained for the past month. It's great. Just in general, drained. We're getting by though. The summer heat, we'll say. Green tea, good choice. Did you find one you like? We go with the color. Look, it looks like bourbon. Or a partially colored Scotch. But I'm saying bourbon at the initial look. We've done this before. If it looks like this, it could be a bourbon, it could be a rye, it could be an American malt, it could be anything. It's probably not Irish. Unless it was finished in something. But we go with our initial impulse, and for me, if I see something like this, I usually think it's bourbon. Macchiato did with green tea. Oh. Franken whiskey, blended whatever's left. That's the way to go. 4-leaf. That is chaos blending, as I like to think of it. Just chaos blending. Take whatever you have left over and dump it in one glass and just see what happens. You're either going to be surprised or you're going to be a little upset and regretting your decision. But either way, you still have whiskey. So there's that. Mr. Mom. Cheers. Hello. You know what? She's here too. She sent you here because she's going to be here. That's how it works. Onto the nose. No, wait, not onto the nose. I have to figure out how to say these things for myself. Dog in the hallway. We begin with the color. Onto the nose. And then I just say to the palate. That sounds about right. But I want to have like a distinct 3-piece thing. And it's really for me. Really it is. So I say this one thing to start this phase, and then this phase starts with this, and then this phase starts with this. If I can do that, it'll make my life so much simpler. But I always keep crisscrossing them in the wrong place. No one's noticed that. That's a me thing. It's all right. Topo Chico, Tangerine Ginger, my Scotch Meta Blend. Ooh. Yeah, it seems to be cocktail time. Have you noticed that? Everyone's getting a little like, oh, I'll have this, I'll have that. You know, on the rocks. Onto the nose. There we go. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Zenboot. I gotta do that too. Wait. Yeah. I'm gonna start pushing the whole... I gotta push a lot of stuff, and I apologize now. Patreon, I have one if you want to sign up. You should sign up. There we go. That sounds better. And memberships. You should also sign up for that. Everyone should sign up for all the things. Because reasons. That's how this YouTube stuff works. There are reasons. If you want to be more involved with the channel and generally just support the channel, that's the 2 ways to go, other than super chats and all that madness. And that's instant almost. I've explained it before, but when you do the super chat, I don't see that until next month. It's weird. But at least it's there. I know it's going to be there. That's nice. That's very nice, actually. Knowing it'll arrive later. Very nice. I'm getting distracted. Oh, and tell your friends. 1,000 subscribers. I want to do that this year. And that's something I've said before, but this year I'm like, yeah, I mean it this time. I just have to do more clickbait. I'm going to get to the nose eventually. Hold on. Now sounds like a good time. Ooh, that's a Scotch. Immediately. Like, oh, you deceived me. Oh, that's a lovely peaty note. Light peat. If you're not a Scotch, then you're... The only other guess I have is an American malt. And I do have a clue. I was accidentally given a clue. There was something in there I didn't like. Suddenly. Yeah. There's a slight peat, and then there's a... I used to call it like tin foil. Something like that. Something a little weird, metallic-y, brittle. Scotch in the bite, hello! I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Unfortunately. Cooking dinner and popcorn for a hot minute. Yes. Yes to Scotch. We don't know yet. I have no idea what it is. Scotch in the bite, when you come to Rhode Island. We have water here. That's my thought process at the moment. Visit me because I can't visit anyone else. This also smells familiar. And that's pretty annoying. If this is an Andalusia, I'm going to laugh so hard. Because it could be. It really could be. It's suspiciously striker-like. Yeah, it's not hot. It's not as hot. But hot to me is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Or what is it, 25 Celsius? It's been that lately. So I've been inside with my air conditioning. It's very nice. Yeah, this is weirdly familiar. It's going towards Striker, Andalusia Striker, or one of the peated scotches I like. I'm trying to think of the color of some of them. Oban 14, Talisker, around that kind of peated range. It's very light, but it's there. It was definitely the first thing I noticed. Ooh. There was a fruit note there. I'm of course staring at some dried, what are these, tangerines? What are these? I only eat them all the time. Apricots. Dried apricots is what I thought of because I'm looking at it. 85 is enough for me to melt. Oh boy! Yeah. I have wonderful whiskey places to take you. Irene Tan's store. There's a place called Buskers down in Newport. It's a very Irish pub style place with lots of whiskey. I know the curator of the whiskey. She always tells me all the neat things she's getting. And there's a decent place in Providence area. But I don't know any people there. You've heard of Buskers? Yes. The curator's name is Lauren. Lauren. I feel like I always say that wrong. Lauren, maybe? I think she even spells it differently. 45 year round, not 95. Yeah, well. Farley, if you come over here and see Buskers, you'd love it. You'd love it. They have Scotch eggs. They have bangers and mash. They have a curry they do. What else do they have? I have something else I get there that I like. I believe they have a decent chowder. That's a thing around here. You have to have chowder if you're here. That's the thing. What else? I'm trying to remember what I got last time I was there, and it's just a complete blank. Sometimes I get bangers and mash. That's maybe what it is. I feel like I remember that. There's also a place in Bristol that's pretty Irish pub-like. Their whiskey selection sucks, though. Corned beef at Buskers. Yep, there's that. They always have it there. Everyone, their last time I was there was just before St. Patrick's Day, so we talked about that a little bit. Jimmy Jazz, hello. How are you? What's going on, man? Sorry about the weird faces. That's my brain going, There's something in here that keeps bringing me back to an Andalusia. I will be very pleased if it is Andalusia. I have said more than once that I really like the distillery. I'm invested in the distillery. I mean, that's about as close as... That's about as high up as liking a distillery as I think you can get, other than owning one. And there's a few of those, actually. I'm invested in Andalusia, like actually monetarily. And that doesn't mean anything. It's just, I can say that. That's about it. And I have some extra decor at Working Man Distillery and Crowded Barrel. So my name's on a plaque. Actually, it's a stave. Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. Am I supposed to say it like that? Sergeant Chowder brought the powder. I use my R's. You guys need to sober up. Or not. Actually, we're not here to do that. Let's be real. You guys make me hungry. I'm making myself hungry. Talking about buskers. But really, I want to remember what I got. I was a crowdfunder for Dornock. There you go. That's something. I don't know what happened with Dornock, though. You have 3 dots next to it. I'm going, is that because you didn't like doing that? Or you did? Or it went away? Or what happened? We also have a tornado watch right now. That's fun. Not an official one. Like, my phone hasn't blown up with anything, but I glanced at the weather. Like, possible tornadoes. I'm going, why? That doesn't seem right. There's something right in the middle of this. It's like an overly oaked thing that is making me think of Texas whiskey. And I've really just put myself in that mindset now. It's probably... don't start doubting yourself, Brian. Shh, 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 shh. But it's way too familiar. It's like, I've had something like this before. And I'm torn between lightly peated Scotch and American peated malt, which Andalusia does very well, and I happen to know the person who did curate this is in Texas, so I always keep that in mind. The catch, though, and the accidental tease for me, the accidental is when I went to open Discord, so I had it ready to look at and see what the heck this bottle is going to be. It has that little blip under it that he kindly does, where reviews by other YouTubers, right? Well, without looking at anything, because it's all blocked out, it's all no spoilered. He did say no channels have done a video about it, which makes it even more confusing. That's why I'm so torn as to what this could be. It's either a rare release or it keeps seeming like it's peated Scotch. It's got a nice honey and a nice vanilla sweetness to it. Oh, nice. Oh, it doesn't matter. I couldn't either. Technically, I just used a credit card. I believe it was my parents' credit card, too. Like $250. You're in. They got a lot more money than that now. And it's, I'm in a very odd situation with that because I know I've talked with Ty and Moose enough times to be familiar with them, at least. Friendly, almost. And, I've been there for fiddling with the barrels when Irene was doing her pick. I don't know if that's crud. I don't know if her Andalusia pick is at her store yet. I don't think it is. Because I would have bought that. I got very distracted by that other Andalusia thing. If you didn't see it, you're not a patron. That's the only place I put it because I didn't want to spoil or anything for Andalusia. I even messaged Ty. I'm like, how dare you make something so good? Will you have it there in October? I'm leaning towards Scotch Peat, but I'm completely back and forth here. Like, you can see it happening. I'm going, maybe, no, maybe. So we should just find out. Maybe the taste will tell me something, yeah? It's that weird aluminum thing that keeps showing up briefly. It makes me go, There's a loud motorcycle. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. What's in your glass? I remembered. And also, Stream Elements reminded me to remind you to like and subscribe. Hey! Everyone here who's been here a while knows how much I love having to say that. But I do want everyone to like and subscribe. I just don't like having to say it. I just hope it would be a natural thing, because you like it here. Simon and Phil, off and on since April 2013. Damn. That's always fun. One of my favorite things to do... Hold on. Cheers. Aggressive. Mostly peat. That was weirdly spicy at the start. And now it's getting dry and ashy. Ooh. Yeah, not a great time to be there. That's like the possibility of me going to Florida in August. I'm both titillated and terrified. Still no guarantee that'll happen. That's just floating in the air for the moment. Part of me like, yay, let's go. And part of me going, I'm gonna die. Redacted bros? Ah. I see. Scotch in the bayou, just bring your sunblock and get an umbrella, honestly. Like, just bring your own shade around. It seems a little silly. You gotta get the right kind of umbrella, I think, but me and going around in the heat, not good. Like, my heart, I said it last stream. I can feel UV radiation. I can feel it hitting me on my skin like I'm being attacked. It's just like, ah. And it hurts my eyes. I don't have any good sunglasses yet, other than the ones I use in the car and make me look silly. But they work. You just slug it if you have to. If you're just like, God, this is terrible. There, that's better. Pour something else. I don't encourage drinking whiskey that way, unless, of course, it's a Frankenstein whiskey that didn't work and you want to get rid of it. You can always pour it out, but that never feels right. That never feels right. Yeah, bring back the parasol. I think they do it in Japan. They do a lot of crazy stuff in Japan, but that's like a sensible thing to do. Just no one does it. They wear hats. I got a hat on, I'll be fine. Oh. Frankenstein. Sorry, I forgot. Oh, that doesn't taste like Andalusia. That's a higher proof. It's very spicy. It's like the alcohol and the peat are doing that peppery, tingly thing on my tongue. Ha! There's a nice vanilla thread. Actually, I'm thinking of caramel, really. But it's like vanilla ice cream with that caramel swirl thing going through it. It's buried under this peated note, though. That's not like the initial one you get. Very spicy, very aggressive. Hey. Yep, there they are. Peppery, vanilla. Well, that one's technically creme brulee. We're not quite there yet. There's too much spice to this. Frederick Frankenstein? Frankenstein? Frederick? Well, this is a spicy boy. Oh, what is the proof on this? Good God. Yeah. That stabby, prickly feeling in my tongue. That's got to be. It's not hard. It's not easy to get through this because it's just going. Wah! Hi. I want to use some water. All right, I want to find out what it is first. It's really aggressive. Like, maybe it's because I haven't had any whiskey today, and I found, going into a blind and it being high proof complicates matters. Unless this is some weird-ass high-proof Andalusia I've never had before. And then I go into the Scotch realm, and I can't think of any high-proof Scotch, really. I worked out the other day that the reasons Americans tend to pronounce E as E, not I, maybe due to the Scots. Those bastards. And their kilts and their bagpipes. E-I. Oh, I get it. I. E. Don't try to make sense of the English language. That's what I've learned. I've tried to learn a different language. I'm trying to learn a different language, and it feels like it makes more sense than mine. With the way we just mess with things and say things different ways for no real reason. There's a comedian who did a very good bit about it ages ago. And I've seen his clip pop up once or twice. I don't know why. He has a mustache and some crazy hair. I think he liked to destroy watermelons. That's a big hint, but I don't remember his name. I watched the show, actually, when I was a kid. It was nonsense. It was nonsense about how the English language is. It's just bleh. Gallagher. Yes, that's right. Yeah. You guys got it. Again, I don't know how like the algorithm or whatever shows me this stuff, but he had this flip thing with a word on it, and he'd flip something else to change the word, but it wouldn't sound the same. Like, hold on. I can't think of one. The only one that's coming to mind might be wrong. Yeah, that wasn't work. That one's the same. Yes. I think that was him. If not, I don't know who else it could be, really. It was obviously an older clip. Oh, wait. I think it was one... like some and tomb. S-O-M-E. Some. T-O-M-B. No, S-O-M-E. T-O-M-E? Tome? Whatever. Tome bomb, yeah. There's Tau, cow. All the weird ways our language just changes things. I can just say the one that always baffles my brain when trying to type. There, and there. We decided to use the same thing different times for different meanings. Which is good. It makes it easier to understand when reading it. But it still sounds the same. Unless I say they are. And that feels weird. It's the comma in there. It makes it sound weird. Anyway, let's find out what this is. I'm curious now. Number 10. No whiskey tube reviews, but a cool video about the distillery. Alright. So you get a cool video about the distillery. What distillery is it? I have no idea what this is. That's a funny looking bottle. I could try to show you the image, but that's difficult. So I won't. You're welcome. One of the drawbacks of doing this live. Ooh, hello. Looking at the picture. Ah. Too much junk in the way now. Get out of here. Long Row. I've heard of Long Row. Hand-filled distillery exclusive. Single malt Scotch whiskey. Hey. No wonder I was going like, Scotch? Andalusian Scotch? Bottle for... oh. Bottle for the person... wow. I didn't know he got his own bottle. 55.2 and it feels like that? What the hell? Bottled on... I did it backwards. 3/18/23. So that was a few years ago. March 18th, 2023. So a little over a year ago. Springbank Distillers Ltd, Campbelltown, Scotland. Product of Scotland. 70 centiliters. So he went to the distillery and got this. That's awesome. It's a nice looking bottle. Very plain label. It's just Long Row in this weird font I don't like. Long Row made at Springbank. Oh, good. I would explain why I like it and why it seems familiar. I seem to enjoy Springbank, even though I have no idea how many times I've had it. Maybe a dozen times, maybe. That's real. 5. I'll say 5. I have one sitting right here that I need to have because this label keeps coming off, which is good. The label comes off that easily. Excellent. As long as it doesn't fall off before I need it. And this is a certain Jimmy Jazz gave me this sample. I'll be doing some of those again. Don't worry. But weird. Oh, let me post the video for you guys to check out later. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Inside the Springbank Distillery shop. All right, I can dig it. I can dig it. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Ah. Copy link. Copy the link. Thank you. First things first, I'm going to post this and make sure it's not something else because I'm suspicious. I mean paranoid. Diagnostically paranoid. There we go. Okay. Official eye. People wonder why I don't like going out places. People wonder why I don't like going out places. That's why. What? What a coincidence. Who knew? Is yours rum? Rum finished? That's what this one is. Rum cask matured. I'm sorry. That's a whole different thing. Bottle down? Zenbu? What? What's happening? If you're going to use that, you need to say what it is. And if you don't have one doing that, you're bringing the wrath of the rain and the men. That's odd. I mean, knowing it's 55.2 now makes you go, well, why does it sting so much? Not in a burny way, just...
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, what are you doing, Patrick? Hello. I'm going to have to mute that now, aren't I? Because it's going to do 10 times. Hold, please. Wait for it to do it again.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Fancy Pant Parade. Widow Jane Rye. Ah! Good to know. Oh! Yep, Fancy Pants are on parade. Look out. I'm going to have to update the names again. Does it tell me? It's telling you guys, isn't it? Yeah, I see the names. Oh, we got an Uwu in there. That's fun. VG. Murmur Snaz. Eben Cranston. Andrew Butler, you're already one of them. That's confusing. Mike Stahl, what are you doing here? Hello. Welcome to the chaos. We just found out what this bottle, this sample is. I was close to being right because I was torn between it being a Scotch and a American malt. I've only had a few American peated malts, but it felt... Mama KillCo, hello. Welcome. I assume you're having tea as well. Ha-cha-cha. I'm going to add water. Where's my water thing? There it is. That was almost like a ghostly thing there. My samples just kind of spun. I got tilted. Hydration is key. It is. There it is. Hydration is key. Not that you can tell what that is, but that's what it is for. 3 drops of water. 1, 2. There we go. I don't know why that happened when I added water, but okay. The pants gone? Have we dropped our pants? Yes, we have. There we go. Any more surprises? It softened the nose a little bit. And more of the vanilla and fruit notes are coming forward. That apricot. And less spicy, less peppery, less peaty. It's still pretty spicy. It's not as bad as it was before. Yas. I have some tea I need to drink, actually. I just need to figure out how to do it. The Awesome Coffee Club, which I'm a part of, member of, perchatzer of. What do I? Anyway, they give me coffee every month. I'm waiting on my next one. It got messed up. Spoilers, not spoilers, but I had a debit card that like expired this month or the end of last month. So that means a whole bunch of things that I normally use it for, as far as subscriptions. There we go. It didn't go through because I didn't update my card. So now I've had this delay in getting coffee. And if you know me, I need my caffeine, or people around me are in danger. I'm a danger to me and everyone around me if I don't have caffeine. Yeah, so I've been stuck with going to Starbucks for the past like 4 or 5 days, ever since I ran out of my regular coffee. And part of me says, buy some more ground coffee, and then I go, no! If I do that, it'll arrive today. Probably won't show up till the end of next week, but Starbucks is expensive, and I hate it. I don't hate the Starbucks, I'm fine with it. The caffeine, man. That's all I want. 3 shots of espresso on ice, and I'm good. At least for a little while. Piper and Leaf, lots of fruity, desserty tea. Ooh, nice. We all have we have coffee things and tea things. What diverse palates we all have. How strange. I think one more drop of water. The texture of it was really nice at the start. It's a little thinner now, not by much. But it was one of those moments where it hit my lips and I'm like, oh, this is a nice texture. Ah! Spice. Peatiness. Peat overload. Not even peat overload, just how spicy it felt. Spicy and peppery and prickly. Prickly, I tell you. Ooh. I can have at least 4 shots of espresso and still take a nap. That's not a good thing. That's not a brag. That's frustrating. I would love to just have a 16-ounce cup of coffee in the morning and be fine. But I am not. I had a triple espresso thing this morning. Still barely hanging on right now. It's like, I'm fine. How are you guys? We're doing great. Wow. I believe Mom likes like black tea and Earl Grey. That's usually what she goes for when we go out. Mom drinks tea everywhere. Like there's no, every time she goes somewhere, it's tea or water. It's amazing. Very diverse amount of tea out there. It's always nice when they come up with like the selection of teas. It's like I suddenly have a decision to make. Like I don't know. You like guess which one is the good one? I will drink anything with caffeine in it. I've had energy drinks. Those were pretty good, but there was a point that was made by some YouTuber person on here, I don't remember who, that clicked very well, where if I'm going to be sitting at my desk all day, I probably don't need an excessive amount of caffeine. You know, I don't. Just a regular dose of caffeine, not the extreme. It doesn't help, really. It's like you're making your heart rate go faster while you sit there and do very little. Your brain's going a little quicker, but that's it. Roaster in town that is next to M&M plant. Oh, stop it. Don't tell me about the M&M plant. I want it so bad. Oh, don't do that to me. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing cake tea? Stop it. I do like some chai, but that's hard to do. I'm a man of simple means. Does it take too long? Even my coffee that I make, I've been eyeballing, and I've been using the pour over method for years and years and years now. But I've been told that a good one is that, like, squeegee thing, French press. Is that what's called? You just put everything in there and let it sit, and then you go, wah! Ugh. I want ice cream. I want cake. I want all the bad things right now. Got both sides of the spectrum. Excellent. It's good to do. If there's one thing I've come to understand, and a big excuse for me to travel more, or at least go do things more rather than stay inside and not do anything, is to expand my palate with food and drink. That's the easiest thing to do. So far, I've dabbled in quite a few different types of alcohol. I have a small bit of experience with beer and wine, so I've kind of I've been in those areas before. I've touched on sake a little bit. I'm still not really interested in rum because I get that weird metallic-y note almost always. Some I don't, and those are the ones that's like, oh, this is pretty good. They're still really sweet. Oh, aha. They are made from sugar usually, so sugar cane, I believe. Chai mix you get at Sam's Club. French press for tea, a company called Bourbon. Cake flavored tea is healthier than cake. The gazillion degrees so hot tea is the last thing I want. Yeah. I mentioned it on one of the streams that I've been doing lemonade and soda water. So it's like a fizzy lemonade. And I found out last night that you can make I'm just calling it like a lemon gin fizz or lemon fizz. Probably sounds better. Where it's the same thing, lemonade, soda water, and then you just add 2 ounces of gin. It's really nice. I almost feel like you could put lavender in it if you wanted. I feel like I've had one of those in Texas. I'm thinking of a breakfast place called Snooze AM Eatery. I think that's the whole title. And they have amazing mimosas. One of them was like a lavender one. You know, the actual like piece of lavender flower on it. It was very nice. So, Scotch in the who was it? Scotch in the Bayou. When you go to Texas and your brain is melting, keep in mind Snooze an AM Eatery for their, I guess, a posh atmosphere. It's very diner-esque, I'll say, and amazing mimosas and really good breakfast. Nothing too crazy, not like, Michelin star breakfast, but it's really good. Came out really fast last time I was there. It was like me not even getting enough time to think about what I'm doing next. Yes, it was a very little amount. So it was like a dropper of lavender in it. There was another one I got there that was really good, but it was just nice. It was nice to have. Yes. That is the title. There's many jobs out there where you're fueled by caffeine and adrenaline. Good point, Sugar Kitty. You know what I have to do for myself? Oh, God, I just reminded... Oh, God, why? So July is coming up fast. This is that thing that happens with me in my brain. Is everything is next month still. Even though next month is a week away, I believe. I'm looking at this right. Yeah. As of 1 week from tonight, it'll be June 30th. Monday will be July 1st. And then we slam into the weird holiday BS. 4th of July, and most importantly, July 7th, is my birthday. Oh, there's going to be a birthday stream, too. Oh, there's going to be a birthday stream. There's going to be lots of them because I do birthday month. And I'm going to do a raffle every week. Brace yourselves. I haven't quite decided what day. Because I know, well, maybe Sunday. Maybe. I've heard, rumor has it, It's Bourbon Night is on their summer hours, so they won't be able to do a live stream every Sunday because summer and they have a real life and want to enjoy it. That's a really big part of it, I'm sure. So we'll see. I'll try to figure out when I do the live stream. Sunday seems pretty good though, because everyone is, their weekend's ending. They want to end things on a high note. They want to visit my stream and talk to me. And possibly win some whiskey. It's a 7-pack. So it's a 7-pack sampler of a variety of things. I usually get in touch with the person, see if there's anything specific they're interested in. Oh, poison, yay. Yeah, don't do that. Don't use poison lavender. The more you know. Ooh. That right there is pretty good. Still spicy. Not as prickly. More vanilla forward. Vanilla honey, weirdly enough. Still peppery. There's some kind of baked good in there. It's one of the ones that I always find tricky to hit. I say like brown sugar and vanilla and peppery. What's the one? You know it. Yes, there, done. Yes. I'm interested in whiskey, yes. Give me the whiskey is a phrase that can be used for all the whiskey. You have to try them all. Gotta catch them all. No, not gotta catch them all, gotta try them all. Catching them all comes, eventually you have to open up your own whiskey bar. Whiskey Crusaders, Matt, talking to you, which he did. I just have to get better shelving, that's about it. They're expensive, I've looked at a few. The thing. Exactly. The thing and the stuff and the thing. It's one of the cooking spices, like baking spices. I always forget the name of it. Nutmeg? That feels about right. I'm not even sure what nutmeg tastes like, but... maybe it's a little cinnamony. Cinnamony? Yes. When you have whiskey in every room in your house and on the floor, you're going to have to make a decision. You want to stay married? It's a touch high, yeah. That's nice right there. It's a little bit, hot. It almost does feel like a actual pepper heat. Not pepper, the pepper you use on your food, but pepper like an actual hot pepper. It does that thing where it's like a swell. It goes hot, feels a little warm, and then it fades out. That's wild. What a nice little treat. Again, I've never had this one before, but it's nice to know it's Springbank oriented, and I've heard of it. I've heard of people talking about Longrow many times. Very likely Roy from Aquavitae. He's the big Scotch guy, and usually that's where I hear it from, other than Scotchland Bayou. Yeah. That is the logo for Chili's right there. I worked at Chili's once upon a time, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, 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 far away. I was a dishwasher. It sucked. Oh man, that sounds good. What kind of root beer? Is it Barks? Does it have bite? Or is it A&W? It's sugar water. Connecticut is a nutmeg state. Had a wintergreen note. Oh, I know what you mean there. That's weird. I don't know why I can relate to that. I'm going to finish this right now. Fresno pepper. Is it? IBC root beer? That sounds familiar. That's the one that comes in a bottle? right? Or am I thinking of something else? Weird aside, when I was a teenager, me and my friends got this very specific root beer or soda of some sort. I don't even know how the hell it came across that we were doing that. But they looked like beer cans or beer bottles. So they looked like brown beer bottles. And we were drinking that like out front in his yard, and the police showed up one time. It was hilarious. Like, what are you kids doing? It's like, hacky sack, what are you doing? Hi, what's up? And then we explained to them, it's like, it's soda. Want one? You know? It's a root beer soda. Do you want one? I don't think it was root beer. I feel like it was some kind of cola. But I can't remember for the life of me what that was. I'm gonna text Greg right now. He won't know either. I'm gonna forget. What was that soda we had in high school? It probably doesn't exist anymore. I have a feeling I've done this same thing before, where I've reminisced and been like, oh, what was that? And found out what it was, and it's not made anymore. Even the funnier part is, years down the road, the police did show up, and we did have stuff we weren't supposed to. Whiskey Days. Hello. Welcome. Your icon makes me feel like that's how I feel. Methyl salicylate. Salicylate. That's the main bit in most root beers. Brown glass bottle like that might have been it. I don't think it was because it doesn't click the memory. Schfechter's root beer on the factory floor. What? First, I'm going to ask the audience. Do any of you know what Scott Pigsley used to like to drink? Specifically. Because I want to raise a toast to his memory. Those of you who don't know. I got bad news. Scott Pigsley died recently. I found that out yesterday. That was not a great feeling. He was a moderator in here. He was a moderator in It's Bourbon Night. He was a moderator in a lot of places. And apparently he had a degenerative disease that he's been living with all his life. And it finally just... I was like, nope. We're done. Awful news to have. Fourgate. I don't have any Fourgate. But I'll write that down. Because I want to get some kind of bottle I can have a drink when I get the, whatever details I can about when it happened. Oops. And I can add that to the list. Fourgate. Right, where is it? Hold on. I gotta find it now. I know I have it close. Ow! What's a Jack Daniels bottle even look like? This is when you know you have a problem. You can't find your own whiskeys. I do have that one, Sugar Kitty. Oh, there it is. Directly in front of my face. I can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, that sounds pretty good. The Angel's Share seems appropriate. And I haven't had this in a while. I know it's really high proof. That's what I'm worried about. Oh yeah, 65%. That's right. Jeebus. And they Chavis Hello. Welcome. You're just celebrating the memory of Scott Pigsley. And it seemed appropriate. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to use other than something I like. But it was suggested I use the Sherry G bottle because Angel Share. Makes sense. And it's high enough up there. As you can see, I've really been going into it. No, I have not. This is like a special occasion bottle. Which really it shouldn't be. This should be like a drink it until it's gone. Yeah, it's unfortunate that in the new kind of world we live in, and that feels weird to say, but it means you're older and experienced, right? Where you can know people from so far away and yet never meet them. Like, how do you handle that kind of loss when it happens? Sherry G is one of them. Scott Pigsley is one of them. There have been numerous others that I'm like vaguely aware of that it's happened before. Cancer, disease, just, COVID even. Ugh. It's all happened. And we don't know how to cope, really, with that. That isn't in our... That's not usually in our DNA. It's like, oh, someone I don't know, someone I know and have had many drinks with and have talked to numerous times, and who's been in, part of my life in some small way, and they're gone now. And they were a name on a screen, and I'll never see that again. If I do, it's gonna be real weird. I'll freak out. Oof. Just a little bit, because this thing's intense. Okay, that looked good. Let's see if I can get the lyrics in my head for the parting glass. Ooh. Let me finish this first. Sorry, I thought I felt a crack. That's what I don't need is bleeding from the mouth. Blah. Gotta pause the music. Cover your ears, folks. It's gonna be sad. I'm actually gonna pull up the lyrics so I don't screw this up. I know it, but I want to make sure. Oops. Yay! Much love to you too, Emily Chambers. We're all getting through as we can. What did I say? Yeah, now that I have to sing. We're all better off for having known him. That's kind of what it falls into these days. Even if we didn't know him particularly well or ever meet him in person. It's like, why? I'm just going to do the first part because the rest of it's very long. And here are the lyrics. I know the lyrics, but I like to have them in front of me. God, my throat. No warm-up or anything. Let's go. Oof, wow. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company. And all the harm that e'er I did, done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Scott Pigsley. See you on the other side. Whoa. Whoo! I'm awake now. This isn't as punchy as the one I just had. And this is 65%. Oh, that's nice. Whoa. Whoa. I'm like, yeah. All right, move this out of my face. I can't tell what's happening. Ooh, oh, God, chat moved. Hello. Visited Facebook on Friday. Someone was surprised that an account someone she knew was dead was still up. Yeah, that's a weird new thing we have in our world. Person has their own account, on Facebook. They die, it stays there in memory of. I have one of those. Kate Grana, my mentor for singing. It's still there. And her birthday is actually coming up. Was it next week? Next weekend? Hold on. Now I'm just curious. So I'll be thinking of her again. Yeah. 29th. My favorite sport, water polo on ice. Hey, you got that memory at least. I almost wish I liked sports more. I would have more to talk about. Yeah, it's a nice little thing to look back on. All the memories and pictures and comments and such are still there. Battle Read, good evening. You're coming in at the end. But I'll be here next Friday, or this coming Friday. Ugh. And there should be a video this Wednesday. Okay, that's good. Ah! Oh my God, he remembered. Hold on. Slight, what is it called? Overcharge? Overtime. There we go. That seems appropriate. Royal Crown Draft. That's what it was. Not only does it look like a beer, it says draft on it. That's hilarious. I want to buy some now. I don't know if they still made them, but he sent me a picture. That's hilarious. I was looking at that. Royal Crown Draft. If any of you want to know about this beer, root beer, sorry, that I had when I was a high schooler, that's the one, apparently. He's got a good memory. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, and there was, my brain doesn't want to work now. Patrick Cohen. He's also another person who died. He was a big part of the whiskey community in my little world. It's RC's Coldest version of root beer. Aha! Aha! Yeah, I thought it was root beer, but I couldn't remember. Hockey is the greatest sport. Good God. No, clearly it's tennis. I'm going to get out of here before I get attacked. There you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.